You know that feeling, right? That familiar, comforting weight of your cat sleeping on you. It's something most of us who love cats know really well. But what if I told you that there's a much deeper story going on there? A whole set of signals that most of us are completely missing.
It's actually a surprisingly emotional gesture from your cat. And if you think you already know why they do it, well, you might be surprised to find out what they've really been trying to tell you this whole time.
Okay, first things first. Let's just get the most common myth out of the way. The simple explanation is, oh, cats get cold, and you're like a big warm water bottle. But that is not the full story. Not even close. It was never just about finding a little extra heat.
So let's dig into the real reasons behind this nightly ritual. Let's explore what's actually going on in that little head of theirs when they pick you as their sleeping spot over anywhere else in the house.
I mean, think about it. Your cat is basically a heat-seeking missile, right? If all they wanted was warmth, they have so many other options. They are experts at finding that perfect toasty spot, whether it's a patch of sun on the floor, the top of your warm laptop, a radiator, even a pile of fresh laundry. The fact that they ignore all these easy spots to come to you, that's our first major clue.
And here's the crucial piece of the puzzle. For any cat, sleep is when they are at their most vulnerable. It's totally baked into their instincts, over thousands of years of survival, to find a hidden, secure place where no predator can get to them.
And yet, they walk right past every quiet, hidden corner in your house to climb into bed with a creature that's like 15 times their size. See, this isn't about temperature, it's about a profound level of trust. They're telling you, in the only language they have, that you are their safe place.
Which brings us to the absolute foundation of this whole thing: trust. So let's look at a specific, ancient ritual that your cat performs every single night to really solidify this incredible bond.
And this really illustrates the core message perfectly. It's not about what they take from you, like your body heat. It's all about what they give to you. And that's their complete and total trust during their most defenseless moments.
Have you ever noticed your cat rubbing their cheeks or their head against you right before they settle down? That's not just them being cute and cuddly. It's a deeply instinctual process, and it's called scent blending. You see, cats have these scent glands on their cheeks, their forehead, and even their tail, and they use them to create a shared family scent.
Let's break down how this works. Night after night, they're performing this ancient ritual. They press against you, weaving their scent into yours, and basically telling themselves and the rest of the world that you two belong together. You are officially part of their colony, their family. Now, this next part might come as a bit of a surprise, but that little ball of fur sleeping beside you, they think they have a job to do, and in their mind, they are your personal bodyguard.
You have to remember, no matter how domesticated and cuddly they seem, your cat is still carrying the instincts of their wild ancestors, and that includes the deep-seated instinct to stand guard for their colony. So when they position themselves right next to you, part of them truly believes they are on duty.
And their exact position? Oh, that's a message all on its own. If they're in a tight little curl, it shows they feel safe, but maybe with a little hint of caution. But a full sprawl, with their belly exposed, that is the ultimate sign of security and trust. And hey, if they turn their back to you, don't get offended. It is a huge compliment. It means they trust you so much they don't even feel the need to watch you. And that full contact press, where they're just glued to your side, that's just pure devotion.
So we've covered instinct, but this bond goes even deeper. Your cat will actually change its natural biological schedule just to be with you. First, you need to understand this term: crepuscular. Cats are naturally wired to be most active at dawn and dusk. That's when their wild ancestors would hunt, and it's when their instincts are screaming at them to be on high alert. So by their very nature, your cat's schedule doesn't really line up with yours at all. There's a fundamental conflict between their internal clock and, the typical human workday. But cats that are really bonded with their owners do something absolutely remarkable.
They literally override their own biological programming. Researchers have actually found that cats living closely with people will gradually shift their sleep-wake cycles to mirror their owners, and they do this not just out of habit, but out of a clear preference to spend more time in your world. It's incredible.
They are paying way closer attention than you think. Sleeping right beside you gives them a front-row seat to your emotional state. They can literally smell stress hormones like cortisol, and they monitor your heart rate and your breathing all night long. They're learning your baseline, so they know instantly when something is off.
And this all brings us to a really critical point.
Because this nightly ritual is so meaningful, if it suddenly stops, that is a silent warning that you cannot afford to ignore.
So what should you do if your cat who has slept with you for years just suddenly disappears at night? Please, don't just brush it off. Cats are creatures of habit, and a major break in their routine like this means they are trying to tell you something is wrong.
It could be a sign of physical pain. Cats are masters at hiding when they're sick. It could be environmental stress from a change that seems small to you, but is absolutely massive to them. Or it could even be fear. The key is to pay attention. They aren't just being moody, they are communicating a problem.
So the next time your cat curls up beside you, I hope you remember the incredible depth of that simple gesture. They're blending their scent with yours, they're standing guard, and they're showing you their ultimate trust. That little nightly ritual, it was never a small thing to them, and it really shouldn't be a small thing to you.